Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a pretty interesting video to say the least. I'm sure we all know what the looksmaxxing slash black pill community is. Literally like the corniest niche on the entire internet. And if you don't, honestly good for you. You probably are doing pretty well for yourself and you probably contribute to the country's national GDP. Now to fill you guys in on the loop, basically looksmaxxing is exactly what it sounds like, okay? You are maximizing your looks. Now, if you're a normal person like me, you probably hear about looksmaxxing and think, oh, going to the gym. You know, drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, doing cardio, being a healthy fucking human being. But that is not what looksmaxxing is about, okay? They don't care about being healthy. All they care about is quote-unquote mogging, okay? That is the gayest sentence I have ever said in my life, but that is the truth. And basically, mogging, for those of you who don't know what that is basically when you look better than someone else. If you're bigger than them in the gym, or you just look better than them, and you're mogging them. It's pretty much just like being better than someone, which hopefully gives you guys an idea of the type of people who make up this sort of community. I'll give you a hint. Insecure fucking losers. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. All the looksmaxxing community cares about is just looking as good as possible, and instead of focusing on health and well-being, they use science and math and the fucking lines on the faces to, like, I don't know, like show how you can look the best you can possibly look. And they advocate for you to do stuff like surgery and mewing and thumb pulling, and fucking bone smashing, alright? These motherfuckers convince kids to do bone smashing, whatever the fuck that is, to look better, alright? So that hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what I'm fucking talking about. Like, you got this one guy named Clavicular, right? This, like, goddamn bootleg Superman looking motherfucker. He's like the face of looksmaxxing at the moment. This is all I fucking see when it comes to looksmaxxing, right? And he has this thing in his guide called puberty maxing. Alright, as in like his audience who buys his fucking guide, because these guys sell courses for looksmaxxing, right? And they're supposed, if they're within the age where they're going through puberty, they will take a look at that guide and do the things they say to maximize the benefits of puberty so they can, I don't know, grow taller or develop facial structures better. I don't fucking know. But that is basically what I'm trying to say about the looksmaxxing community. All they care about is looking good. It doesn't matter if they're doing shit like fucking bone smashing, alright? And this Clavicular guy, he also takes steroids. This guy looks like he's 30. He's 22, I'm pretty sure. He's like 21. Now, to be fair, when it comes to looksmaxxing, this guy is a very extreme example, and he's been in a lot of controversies a lot. Yeah, but he's black. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys him because I feel like he does a perfect job, like, showing what I'm trying to say. And also, dude, I fucking mog this guy. I'm sorry. Like, dude, I'm chopped as shit. Why the fuck is he the face of looksmaxxing? I'm sorry. Like, I think I'm better looking than him, and I'm not that good looking. I swear to God, like, genuinely. Like, why the fuck? I swear all these looksmaxxing guys are not, like, they're not all that. They're all just, like, regular looking dudes who, like, fucking, like, thumb pulled and mew and, like, suck in their cheekbones in photos and abuse angles. I swear to God, like, none of them are really that conventionally attractive. Besides, like, I don't even know. I don't even follow looksmaxxing. So it's like, I wish I could speak on this, but that's just one thing I've noticed. Every single looksmaxxing video is just like a below average looking guy, which, to be fair, it makes sense. Like, if you are looksmaxxing in general, you probably are an unattractive dude, but it's like, damn, motherfucker, it didn't work? Like, what are you talking about? Like, why am I watching a video on looksmaxxing and a fucking, like, sub-6 is recording it, you know? Either way, yeah, that's my fucking little tangent. I also feel like this whole thing is just, like, so fucking embarrassing. Like, can you imagine someone asking you what you do for a living, and you have to say that you're a fucking looksmaxxer? Like, fucking Clavicular's on his first date, and she asks him what he likes to do, and he's just like, oh, yeah, I teach kids how to fucking bone smash and thumb pull and fucking dick munch. I'm just that looksmaxxing guy. I do heavy research on chemicals and surgeries to make myself look better so I can mog other men, bro. Like, dude, who are you? This is so fucking corny. But either way, now that you guys know about the whole looksmaxxing community, it's time to talk about the second part, which is kind of the same thing, kind of not, but the black pill community. Now, based off of what I've read, the black pill community is basically like the looksmaxxing community, but you took all the fucking incel losers who have nothing going for them and no ambition in their life, and just put them in a little subsection, and that's the black pill right there. And it is basically the idea that looks is all that matters, and it determines every single aspect of your life. Now, if you're wondering as to why it's called the black pill, basically it all stems from the movie The Matrix, okay? And if you've seen that movie, you would know that the main character gets stuck in like a dream sort of trance, and he has the option to take the red pill or the blue pill. If he takes the blue pill, the dream keeps going. If he takes the red pill, he wakes up. And that is what started the whole red pill movement, you know? Like all the alpha males who are like high value and like fuck women, all that that shit, they took the red pill because they woke up, okay? Now fast forward to the black pill, all these people who think that looks maxing and that looks matter and determines your entire life, they took the black pill because they are under the idea that, yeah, this is the truth and this is what life is all about looks. Now, if you're anything like me, you disagree. You don't think that looks determine everything in your life. I think we can all agree on that. So now you're probably wondering, why do so many people think this? Why do so many people share this belief to the point where there's literally a community behind it, the black pill community? Well, that is because all the people who make up this community, they have a reason to believe it, okay? These are all people who are unattractive. They have been treated poorly because of the way they look. And the only way to make themselves feel better is to join a community of other people who share those interests, which is the black pill. Which all goes back to my original point, because like I said before, the black pill community is kind of just like the looksmaxxing community, but you took all the fucking losers who just don't, like, have, I don't even know. They're just fucking losers who all like being losers together. That's what the black pill community is. They rather just sit and sulk together about how fucking ugly they are rather than actually improve their life like the other part of the looksmaxxing community does. Now, at this point in the video, you're probably wondering, yo, why the fuck are you telling me about this? Why are you giving me the whole goddamn rundown? Well, I'll get to that right now. Like I said multiple times before, looksmaxxing and the black pill community are solely based around, well, looks and attractiveness. And like I said before, the people who make up the black pill community are very insecure. They have low self-esteem. And these types of people are very prone to developing parasocial relationships. So a lot of these looksmaxxing and black pill content creators have these weird cult-like followings that are just very fucking weird. Like, for example, I'm sure you guys have all seen the black pill edits. You know, it's some ugly guy complaining about, you know, looks and shit, and then the beat drops and it just cuts to a bunch of fucking models just mogging them and stuff like that. Did I just see a fucking cat? Yeah, this doesn't really cross your mind while you watch those videos, but those were made by other men. Okay, a straight male made this edit. Now, it might sound like I'm being homophobic right now, but I'm not. Okay, I'm saying that because usually these sorts of edits are made by girls because they think the guy is really fucking hot, right? But that is not what's happening here. Another man made this edit solely because he didn't like how this guy made fun of his favorite looksmaxxer, so he then made an edit to show other men mogging him, and a fucking cat, I forgot to add that, because he's so offended that this one guy made fun of this looksmaxxer that he has a parasocial relationship with, and like, he just went out of his way to fucking create this edit. Like, is that not just strange? Forget homophobic, forget homosexual, that wasn't even gay, that was just weird. It's not even fucking gay, it is literally just strange. And this is a very common thing within the black pill community, okay? Everyone is so dead set on the fact that looks determine everything, blah, blah, this, that, and the other, and whenever someone speaks out against their favorite looksmaxxer or says the black pill is bullshit, they're just fucking chopped and they're coping. Now, every time I've seen someone make a video speaking out against it, I'm not gonna lie, they have been pretty fucking chopped, if we're being totally honest. So, and you know, I think I'm pretty ugly, but according to my comments, you guys seem to disagree. Apparently, you guys find me very attractive. So I'm gonna say it right now. The black pill's fucking bullshit, okay? All right, listen. Being hot does not make me, like, you know, being hot helps you. Let's be fucking real. Pretty privilege is a thing, okay? But have you ever met someone who's hot and a bitch? Have you ever met someone who's hot and they know and act like it? Oh my god, those people will never make it far in life because you still need to know how to play the game, okay? Life is society is a goddamn game, okay? There's a reason why social climbing is a thing. So for you to think that just because looks, which gives you a small, not even a small, it does give you a pretty big advantage in the world, but to think that everything fucking matters on looks when there's so many examples in like the world where it has been proven to be false is just fucking crazy, okay? Because I'm gonna be honest right now, okay? When it comes to women, your looks will let you fuck them. That is just about it, all right? If you are not funny, entertaining, charismatic, and you're just a fucking asshole, you're not gonna see that woman again. I'm telling you that right now. Unless you just got crazy pipe. That's definitely a factor too. But either way, the reason that I'm saying all of this is because, like I said before, the black pill community altogether is very toxic, okay? They have no issue ripping into someone for their looks and their appearance just because they said something that they disagree with. But recently, the tables have turned, okay? The black pill community has done something very nice and wholesome to see. I would like you guys all to meet this guy right here, okay? I don't know his name or anything about him, but on TikTok, he is the Unknown Slayer. And he is known for, well, nothing. He just looks like this. But the reason that he went went viral is actually a lot more satisfying. Basically, you got this chick right here. I'm pretty sure she's in high school, and basically from what I've gathered, she's one of the popular kids, okay? And pretty much her and her friends were doing a TikTok trend where they go up to random guys and basically made fun of them. They were pretending as if they were in a relationship with them, if that kind of makes sense. And throughout this video, she goes up to guys who I guess aren't that attractive according to most people, and including them in the video. And a lot of people took it as her making fun of them because she's a popular girl making a TikTok with less popular people. But that is where this guy comes in, okay? The unknown slayer, or as I like to call him, the fucking lion, because look at that shirt, dude. This guy's a god. But hopefully you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Basically, she was making this TikTok and indirectly making fun of these kids because they're less popular, and TikTok caught on, the black pill community, and was like, hold on, this is fucked up. This is a popular kid trying to make fun of a less popular kid. And this kid also looks like this. So now, all of TikTok is just filled with the unknown slayer and black pill edits of this guy.
Subscribe to Sadagascar, subscribe to Sadagascar, subscribe to Sadagascar. Oh shit, this edit's tough, bro. The fucking unknown slayer, subscribe to Sadagascar.
And I can't be the only one thinking, like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like, this community fucking sucks. The black pill community is the most toxic shit on the entire internet. But they have come together and done something great. This is amazing. Like, this girl even released a fucking apology video talking about, guys, relax, I'm sorry. And then on top of that, apparently this kid, the unknown slayer, he knows about all the fame. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's just a fucking legend. And like I said before, it is just so refreshing to see because usually the black pill community, they pander to the people who are fortunate, the people who are attractive, the ones who are doing good. But clearly, this kid is not very popular in school, I guess, and this girl is one of the quote-unquote popular girls. And the fact that they are using the black pill sort of thing to make fun of this girl, a girl that they would usually be on the side of, you know, the one who has the looks, who has all of that. But it turns out this kid's just a fucking legend. I don't know. Amazing. Fucking cinematic masterpiece. Alright, so when it comes to my final thoughts on the whole situation, looksmaxxing and black pill is fucking stupid. Okay, I think we can all agree that there's a lot more factors that come into play about your life other than your fucking looks. I also think that doing shit like thumb pulling and fucking bone smashing just completely defeats the purpose of being attractive, you know? I feel like if I saw an attractive girl and I found out that she got that attractiveness by doing fucking thumb pulling and like mewing, I'd probably just be like, I get the ick. I'd be like, what the fuck? That's kind of, I don't know. And then if you make content about how to do it, teaching other people how to do it, I don't know. You know, there's more, obviously looks come into play when it comes to attractiveness, but so is like who the person is as an individual, you know? A crush is just lack of information. The only reason you have a crush on someone is because you don't know all the other shit going on in their life that you probably wouldn't like, you know? So it's like, you know, you know, you can be the most attractive man ever, but if you're making videos, injecting shit into your neck and fucking like advocating for steroids and double jaw surgery, are you really that attractive? Are you really? You're just kind of weird. You're just kind of weird and you modified your body to be conventionally attractive. That's a big one too, bro. Looksmaxxing is all about like the scientific shit and like being the most attractive, positive, negative, cancel, tilt. Motherfucker, no. All right, listen. I have a fucking negative cancel tilt, right? I'm pretty sure my eyesight like droops down. I bet you I pull more than half the fucking looksmaxxers you see fucking doing thumb pulling on their goddamn, like what does that even mean? How do you thumb pull? Do you just like suck on your goddamn thumb? You know, I heard looksmaxxers were like telling people to squint, right? Telling people to squint so their eyes become more narrow. Like, do you not know how like human anatomy fucking works, dude? That's like saying if I flex my muscles all the time, they'll get bigger. That's not how it works. You gotta damage that shit, all right? Either way, my whole point being is looksmaxxing is fucking stupid, all right? The best way to looksmax is just to take care of your health, be a healthy individual. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the video, guys. It is hot as shit in my room. But yeah, hopefully I educated at least one of you. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. What are you doing watching this far into the video anyway? And yeah, that's pretty much the video. Moral of the story, your looks and appearance are like the SAT scores of you know, life, you know? Getting into college, you need a good SAT score, you need a good GPA. But once you're in that bitch, you're not gonna graduate unless you actually have the brain to fucking keep up with that college, you know? So that's basically what I'm saying. You can look the best you're gonna be, but you're still gonna be a lonely motherfucker if you're a piece of shit, if you don't know how to make women laugh, if you're not charismatic. All that kind of stuff. There's a whole bunch of different factors that come into play rather than just your looks. And I'm not saying that, and I'm someone who is a very firm believer that looks are a big part of your life. Like, they really do determine a lot, but not everything. Not nearly as much as the black pill says, you know? But yeah, that's going to be the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. Please, none of you guys take the black pill. Don't even take the red pill. Just be fucking normal. Respect women. I don't even know. But, yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Peace out. Love you all. Bye.
I have to talk over this because it's copyrighted now. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. You know I'm really shiesty.